This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.
Welcome back to another episode of the Icon Podcast. My name is Gianna, and today we're welcoming in Derek Bedell, EXP Realtor and Icon Award winner. Hi, Derek.
Hey.
Thanks for coming in and joining us today.
Sure.
So just to get started, why don't you tell us a bit about your real estate team, your journey, where you're located, and where did this all begin?
Yeah. So this could take some time actually, but I don't know how much time we have. No, I actually am located in Texas, the San Antonio market. But I do things a little different. I sell and help clients all over Texas. And the way I do that is I created my team where I have agents all over Texas, all the way from the north up in Dallas, Fort Worth, all the way to the south, down by McAllen, Brownsville. So it makes it very easy for my whole team to list properties in other cities or help their clients buy and sell in other cities. I noticed that in the beginning of my career, I didn't want to be inside the box. And I hear it a lot, stay within your parameters. And it's like, well, coming from my military background, we've always been taught, hey, figure a way out. And so that's kind of how I do it. I started in real estate back in 2018 when I was in nursing school, and I just wasn't happy. So a buddy of mine out of Houston, he was like, get into real estate. I was like, man, I know nothing about real estate. And he goes, just get into it. You're going to be good. So it took me a while, but finally I was like, okay, let me try it. So jumped into it, and the rest is history. I'm doing pretty well.
Good. And I think that's unique. You're all over Texas, and I hear a lot of realtors, they say stay to your niche, and they're afraid to move out of that market. Yes. So really, Texas is kind of your oyster. You get the whole region, and that's great that you haven't restricted.
Yeah. So for instance, the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I was down in Brownsville helping some clients.
Okay. So yeah, all over the place and all within the state at the same time too. Texas is pretty big. So yes, I'm sure there's no lack of interest there. So you're with EXP. Tell me the number one reason you moved to EXP, or did you start your career there?
Yes. No, absolutely. I hear it all the time. So I was with a small mom and pop brokerage here in San Antonio, and I wasn't getting what I needed. As a new agent, you need someone there holding your hand. You need somebody kind of explaining things and showing you the ropes. Well, my broker wasn't answering the phone when I called. And so, and that broker, excuse me, I sound stuffed up. I got like a little small cold. I'm sorry. So the broker just wasn't there. And luckily, my broker at the time was actually making the transition to EXP. What I did like about it, she said, look, she brought everybody, all the agents into the office and said, hey, listen, we're thinking about making the switch over to EXP. And this was back in 2018. And she was like, look, we won't make the switch unless everybody's on board. And everybody raised their hands like, we're on board, let's go. And so we made one big jump over to the EXP.
Wow, a unanimous vote as like a whole team. That's really saying something. And so what drew your team to EXP, like knowing that was the better move?
So I think it was new and inventive. Like with everything that was going on, we knew that change was coming with real estate, and EXP was offering things that, I mean, just were unheard of. Like you don't get those kinds of things on other brokerages. Now, everything's called something differently. You know, EXP calls it certain thing. Keller Williams calls it something, Century, whatever. But with EXP, I saw growth. I saw an ability to expand and really take, you know, my business to the next level.
Right. And so, you know, you fell in love with the potential there, and EXP has so much to offer: revenue share, stock options, collaboration, and much more. I mean, is that the reason, the potential that you saw there, is still the number one reason why you stay, or did you fall in love with somebody or something, not somebody else?
Great question. No. So believe it or not, even though EXP's rev share is a big thing for everyone at EXP, it's not for me. And what I mean by that, I'm not a recruiter, you know, and EXP gets a bad rep, should I say, about the recruiting side of it, where, you know, lots of other agents will feel like EXP is just about recruit. And, you know, I try to make it not so like that, right? All the agents that are actually on my team now, they tracked me down and they came to me and said, hey, I need help. Teach me, right? And I was like, absolutely, come on board. But I don't actively go and try to recruit. And so you have those two different aspects, right? But that's not the thing that keeps me with EXP. The thing that keeps me with EXP is the fact that I own part of the business, you know, and with the shares, with the stocks, we started something that no other brokerage has done. And I can't leave. And in fact, I got offered a salary to actually leave EXP and go to another brokerage. And I said, no, I turned it down. I couldn't do it. I cannot leave EXP. I mean, I'm all in for EXP, at least for a while. You know, I can't say forever, but for now, it's exactly what I want.
I love that. And so you said that, you know, your team found you. Do you kind of have like a fun story about how somebody tracked you down? And
yes, I got a great
relationship, just like a little anecdote. Tell us a little bit.
I mainly get a lot of new agents because they come to me because they're frustrated with a lot of the training or wherever they're at, whatever brokerage they're at or whatever, right? And they're like, I see you closing deals. I see you constantly doing things with real estate. I want that. And I was like, okay, come on board. My training is different than probably a lot of others. So I have a military background. And so I'm very, stern and direct with all my new agents. I tell them, hey, listen, this is the way. Here is the blueprints on how to do things. And, you know, do it or don't. It's up to you. You know, I'm telling you what to do. Make it your own. That's my biggest thing with them is my favorite color is green. Your favorite color is blue, purple. Make it yours, you know, but that's how I kind of did. But my story is I actually met a guy. He's actually one of my top agents on my team. I met him on the golf course. By the way, if any agents out there are looking to pick up, you know, new deals and stuff, golf course hobbies are a great thing to do. But I met this guy. Great guy. He was in the medical field. He was making 6 figures a year, but he was unhappy. He was very, very unhappy. And he was like, I see you. We play golf all the time now. You always have free time. You know, what are you doing that, you know, that I want it? And I said, well, I'm in real estate. And he was like, okay, I want to do it. He wanted more time with his family and where he was at. He was making good money, but he just wasn't happy. And so he made the jump. He got his real estate license. He came on board. Now he makes over 6 figures and he has all the free time in the world. I say all the free time in the world, but you know, as an agent, we have free time, but then we work a lot, you know. But he goes to all his son's games. He spends time with his wife. You know, they're constantly taking like weekend trips now. It was the best decision he ever made in his life. But that by far is one of my most favorite because he almost calls me every day and he's like, Derek, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, and I'm like, Bub, you don't have to keep thanking me, man. Like you made the jump. You walked through the door. You did everything, you know?
Yeah, and everything was there ready for him. He had the mentorship. He had all the material. All he had to do was.
I'm a tough coach and a mentor. So I have my mentor license as well with EXP. And you ask any of my agents, they'll tell you like I'm tough on them. But that's only because I want them to succeed. Here's the other thing with my team. A lot of teams, they charge a percentage for their teams, right? Hey, listen, you're gonna be on my team. I'm gonna mentor you. I'm gonna charge X amount of dollars, right? I don't do that with my team because I know as new agents, they need to make every dollar that they can because they got bills to pay. And so that's another thing that attracts a lot of agents to me. It's the fact that when they talk, they're like, look, he's a mentor. You join up with him. He's not going to charge you to be on the team, but he is going to ask a lot of you. And if you do as I say, great. If you don't, well, then you don't need to be a part of my team. You know what I mean? So that's it.
It's a two-way street, right? Like I'll teach you if you're willing to learn.
Yes.
Put yourself out there and be coachable.
Yes,
frankly.
very, very much.
That takes me to my next question. Previously, you said you spent a lot of time on the golf course. So what is it about your personal life or routine to keep you emotionally healthy? You know, running a business is not easy. There's a lot that can take out of you. Where's your work-life balance fall?
Wow. There's not. I work 24/7. No, I do. If all my friends and family, they'll tell you I'm a workaholic. When I found real estate, it was one of those things that where, people dread waking, like today, people dread waking up on a Monday, going to work, right? I have never had a day being in real estate where I've woken up, dreading the day. Like I always wake up excited, ready to go to work, even in our crazy market, even having, working 30 buyers and there's no inventory, I'm still hopeful and I'm still happy that I got them. And it's my job to go out there and find them, So I guess balance wise, when I do get downtime, health is a big one for me. Definitely work out every single day, eat right. And then, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, definitely go try to play some recreational sports, play some golf or, do something. I try to do for the community. I try to do outreaches for our community, give back. There's a great saying, first you learn, then you earn, then you return. So I try to do whatever I can, especially for our San Antonio market. We have a great city and the people here are wonderful. And I definitely always try to give back when I can.
Right. And, like you said, you're like, oh, I have all this free time, but in reality, you're a workaholic. And that work-life balance doesn't mean that the hustle gets put to the side. It means you hustle harder so that you can enjoy that free time.
Exactly. And numbers will show that. No, that's a great saying because, for 1 year I had high numbers and my volume was good. But then the next year, my numbers were lower, but my volume was higher. So you learn, your numbers change, but you might be closing less deals, but your volume is still very high. And so it's a matter of work harder, not smart. Work smarter, not harder, kind of thing, like you said. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's what makes you an award-winning agent here, Derek. I mean, they don't just give the Icon Award to anybody, and to be straightforward, you're on the Icon podcast. And, that's for your production. That's for your hustle. And I know some listening to this may be wondering what an Icon Award is. So I would love for you to explain what it is, how much production you had to get to it, and what are the benefits that it's provided you? Why should a new real estate agent with EXP be aspiring to earn the Icon Award?
Oh, another great question. So I might hurt some people's feelings actually when saying some of these things. One, I don't believe in weekend warriors. I don't believe in weekend realtors, part-time realtors. The fees and everything are going to eat you up if you're going to be a part-time realtor. So what is Icon? Okay, so Icon is a award that EXP gives to their agents that meet certain criteria. Once you cap, with EXP. Okay, it's 16.5, I think 16,000 ish. I think is what our cap is at. I think that's right.
Okay, let's reverse a little bit though. Explain what a cap is. What's a cap?
Okay, so capping is when every brokerage, other minus the flat fee brokerages, okay, has a percentage you have to pay the broker on every deal. For instance, EXP is 80-20. Okay, so that means I close a deal, I get 80% of the commission, and EXP gets 20% of the commission. Once you pay 20% after so much. Okay, after up to 16,500, I believe, ish, right around that number. It might be a little bit different. Don't I might be wrong. Once you cap, then you're 100% commission based, meaning you get all of it, and all you're paying is a flat fee now to EXP. So EXP has a thing now where after you cap, you do 20 more deals, and you make icon. Now with that, EXP is big about teaching their agents. So EXP has requirements for icon agents, just a couple of different ones. You know, certain jobs you have to do within EXP in order to collect the full benefits as an icon agent. For one, they either want you to teach a class, give back to your fellow agents, which I love, by the way. I mean, that's one of my favorite. Or you can become a mentor, or you can there's all kinds of things. And the other requirements are you actually have to attend EXP events. So that was one of the other ones. And actually, EXP is actually made here. If I can't fly to Vegas because I have deals, they say, well, look, you can Zoom it. You can actually get on Zoom and do a live while we're doing the event in order to still kind of hit your criteria in order to get the full benefits of an icon agent. So basically, it's icon agents are, you earn the award and you're kind of looked at like you're the top agents with EXP. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Great. Yeah. No. Absolutely. So that brings me to my next question. You know, a new real estate agent is aspiring to become icon. You have just a few moments alone with them. What's some advice that you would give them?
You sure?
Some people keep their feelings hurt, Derek. Okay.
I know. I'm sorry. I try to be tactful when I say. I tell them, look, I want you to beat me. I want you to. So what I did. Okay. So for instance, in my market, we have two great agents. Well, we have a bunch of good agents with EXP, but there were two main agents that I looked up to that I watched what they did. I watched their numbers, right? And so I was trying to inspire to be them. In fact, let me tell you what else I did. I actually were calling all the top agents in San Antonio, like people that I see on Facebook, just closing. And I would say, hey, listen, where are you going to be tomorrow morning? Are you going to go get coffee? Great. I need 5 minutes of your time. While we're standing in line, I'll buy your coffee. I just have 5 questions I need to ask you. Okay, please. I just need 5 questions of your time. I ask them how they did it. What would they change? You know, what can I do to beat your numbers? What can I do to beat you? Okay. And you'll be surprised. A lot of agents like, you want to try to beat me? Dude, go for it. Like, let's do it. So then that's what I love that. So, you know, I took that with my agents and all my new agents. I'm like, listen, guys, I want you to outwork me. I want you to, and I'll teach you how to outwork me. I will teach you how to lead prospect. I'll teach you how to write contracts. I'll teach you whatever you want to know, but I want you to outwork me. I want you to destroy my numbers. And when you do, man, I'll be right there to pat you on the back, say, great job. Like that's kind of what I do.
Yeah. The friendly, what is it? Challenge.
Yes.
The competition. But in a very friendly, very encouraging,
yes,
very,
absolutely.
A fun environment.
Yeah.
Right. So that brings me to my final question. Say for instance, there's a real estate agent watching our podcast right now, and they're not within EXP. And they're like, man, I'm at Derek's production. I am one of his top competitors, but this EXP just sounds too good to be true. What's the catch? I mean, what would you tell them? They're skeptical, right?
It is very difficult because, again, I try to go back. I'm not a recruiter, right? And I tell all my agents, I guess it doesn't matter what brokerage you're with because your name is what carries weight, But the benefits of what EXP can offer, there's just so many. We're expanding every day with new inventive ways of, and for instance, like it hasn't been released yet, I don't believe, but there are some really neat new rev share style stuff that EXP is coming up with. And I'm not going to disclose or say anything what it is right now because I don't think it's been released fully yet. But there's EXP is going to be offering. EXP is for the people that want residual income while still doing their job, and EXP is making it a lot easier with multiple ways of collecting residual income, and still be a great agent and still do your job and build your business. For instance, I don't want to do real estate my entire life. I told myself I'm going to work my butt off for the first 5 years. I'm going to work nonstop. So for the next 10 years, 10 years, I don't have to work that hard. It just, my pipeline stays full and I don't have to worry about going out and lead generating like crazy as a brand new agent, how I had to do it and all those things. Not to mention, I wanted to expand. I don't always want to do buy and sell houses for my clients, myself. I stepped into my second year in real estate. I stepped into an investor side and I've bought multiple houses now just with 2 years of real estate. And so that's the other good thing about it. And actually EXP offers classes to teach you guys how to invest. And they have classes that, they teach you for everything. Like we have classes nonstop every single day that can teach you, you simply just got to show up and listen,
Right. It's a community. It's a network. It's
Yes.
resources.
Yes.
Ones that you would have to pay out of your own pocket outside of such community to obtain and to really understand. And I just think that's wonderful. Derek, you really nailed the explanation of it. Is there anything else you want to touch on? I mean, Derek is he's in the Texas market. So if you're looking, reach out to him. I know you're on Facebook and he's all over the Texas market, huge area. And like you said, may not always have the inventory, but he's ready to hustle and find it for you.
Yeah, so our market is much like all the United States. It's tough, and our numbers have gone up as far as with average pricing and stuff like that, and all over the state. But no, definitely here to help. Anyone that needs it, with anywhere in Texas they want to go, and and the great thing. Well, let me rephrase that. EXP is in every state, and in fact, we're in other countries as well. So if your clients are looking, or people that are watching, if they're, the great thing about EXP is if I get a client, in Mexico, or I get a client in, where some of the other places now, like Australia or Europe, whatever, I can simply go onto the EXP world, go, hey, I need a fellow agent, EXP agent over there. And they're like, boom, got it. I'm here to help, and that's actually one of the best things I love about EXP is the fact that I can just simply make a post on, our workplace, or go into the EXP world and say, hey, I need somebody. And I'm getting like, I'll help you. What do you need? And so that would be one of the big things I would like everybody to know about how EXP is. So the family, like I said, we have a very,
never alone.
But we're also worldwide now. And that I love the idea that I can help my clients buy in other countries,
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And like, it makes you that much more of a resource to your clients, to your team. The possibilities are endless. Well, Derek, I wanted to thank you for joining us today on the Icon podcast. And I know you said you were in the military, so thank you for your service. Thank you for your time today. And we'll hit the outro and we'll call it at that, okay?
All right. You have a great day.
You too. Thanks, Derek.
This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.